Good morning, students. Today we are going to see a very interesting activity, and name of that activity is art integration in the poetry. What is meant by this? I will explain you in detail. I hope you all like to draw pictures and you are interested in doing art and craft. So, what we are going to do? We are going to use this technique into our poetry. Now, which poetry you might be thinking now? So, you can use any poetry or any poem from our textbook. Means Unit 1 2 poems. So, what you will do? You will select any poem to complete this activity. Or you can use both the poems also. This is depend on you because you have to complete one activity at least by using the poem. So, let's see now how to conduct this activity. So, how to include art into poetry? Art means not only drawing, painting, but it is the part of your personality. How creative you are, how you show your presenting skill to others. So, there are some performing arts and art and craft is also there. So, for this activity, I have chosen art means drawing. Your drawing skill, you have to show this through this activity. So, there are four activities I will show you and I will tell you how to do that activities at home. And you can send picture or you can send a clip of that activity while doing that activity by mail. And you all know that our Sarhad school email ID sarhadcbse@gmail.com. So let's see students. There are some interesting activities coming for you. First activity is fingerprint poetry. So these pictures are enough to tell you. You can see different thumbprints are given there. And there are some small letters you can see here. So this idea is very simple but effective idea. So either you can draw your own thumb. You are not going to put your thumb in the color and paste it on the paper, but you can draw a big thumb also. So you will simply draw that thumb on the paper and then you will write poem along the lines. Means poetic lines from unit 1 to you will write it on that thumb. Given for some examples are given here, like you can see in the first picture, second picture, or third picture. So, in this way, you will write the poem here. See here how small and colorful pens are used, sketch pens are used, different paper cuttings, cutting of word also pasted here, or here someone have drawn some pictures, images with different colors and different type of letters are used here to write the poem. So you can use your creativity. And in the first picture, what is shown here? The use of color pens. Here use of color pens are there. Second is what is given here? It is the magazine clippings. Means what? Magazines cut out of words are pasted here, but it is time consuming. It will take more time to search the same words, same letters and paste it. And third one, what is given here? Here you can see the poem is written here with different fonts. So you can express yourself through this fingerprint activity. This is the first activity or first type of activity. You can choose any type of activity from given four. This one is first one. Now second is blackout poetry. You can see here some pictures, images are colored with black, blue and grey color. Simply this is the text. Means blackout poetry is another very simple idea. For this activity, students you can tear out a page from an old book. Means you have to take a page from old book, not new one. Or even a newspaper. So newspaper you will use, that will be better for you. So they, you can see here, you can read thoroughly and highlight words that make up a short poem. Means you have to read these newspapers first, and if you will read that newspaper page or any old textbook page, you have to read the words carefully. So what you will do, after reading the words, you will make a short poem using that verse. This is actually more challenging than you would think, as the choice of words is limited, means you have to choose from the particular page only. But it also expresses your new words too, means you can search new words also. So it's a great that it can easily be differentiated by the complexity of the text you provide. Means rest of the free page is free. So what you will do? You will do any creativity by using that. For example, here one umbrella is shown here and some words are, for example, I letter is shown here, and that letter is circled here everywhere, and that circled letter shows like, seems like a water drops are dropping from the umbrella. So it's looking like a rainy season scenery. And what is given here? I like the story as well as when you told it. Means here you have to express yourself through the words also. In the second picture, you can see some words are shown here through this drawing, and very nicely drawn it is. And here you can see some words are highlighted and remaining words are shown in a drawing in a different shape is given here. So this is a little bit challenging. So I hope you will, those who like challenges, they can use this and they can do this blackout poetry activity. Next is poetry art. So what is mean by poetry art? You can see here, students, this is the color scheme, means different colors, shades are used here, and these are the words of the actual poem written here, like a stones. It shows like it is like a stone or waves. Here also you can see the shading is given. Your drawing teacher also told you how to do shading. So while using that skill here, you will draw a nice picture and write poetic lines over the picture. Here also the face, human face is given here, and the poetic lines are drawn here through different shapes and sizes. So this will be very interesting activity if you will do. Next activity is poetry products. What is meant by poetry product here? This idea is very adorable. See how nice different products are seen here. So here you can use short poems. Very short poems are there in our textbook. So you can use that short poems to write it on the stones, on shells, or write it on the paper and use different paper. Make a paper ball. So you can use these type of things to write a poem on it. So this is very awesome idea. You can use it and you can display it. Now students, this is next activity. What you will do in this activity, you will make puppets from papers. You can use paper, you can use any type of material to make puppets. These are finger puppets, or we can call it stick puppets. So you can use ice cream sticks also. Here I can show you. These are the ice cream stick puppets. You can draw different shapes, or you can draw different characters, different pictures on the ice cream stick also. And here googly eyes are used here to show eyes. Here is paper puppets, means these are finger puppets. These we can put on our finger and we can tell a story. These are the stick puppets. So you can use these type of, here we can use different materials. So different materials used here. So you can do one thing, you can use different material to make finger puppets. And why you have to make these finger puppets or stick puppets of different characters? Um, we have 3 lessons in our portion for this unit test. So what you will do, Tarot's reward story is there, who did Patrick's homework is there, or how did the dog found himself a new master. These 3 lessons are there. So you can use your own creativity to make puppets. So you will make characters puppets of these 3 lessons like this shown in this picture, and you will tell a story with help of that, or you can just make a puppet also. So it is up to you how you use your creativity. So you are going to click pictures and send it on the school email ID given for communication, or you can shoot a video of the telling a story with help of these finger puppets or stick puppets. So this is one activity, making puppets for characters of the lesson is there. Now let's see next activity. So solo act on folk tales of Odisha state. Why we have taken Odisha state, students? Because our NCERT platform is there, where CBSE board, we are following NCERT. So our CBSE board have told us that we have got Odisha state to know their culture, to know their background, to know their people, their culture, their dance form, their art, different things are there. And they are learning our culture, means Maharashtra state culture. So in exchange of this, what we are going to do, we are going to use these folk tales of Odisha state. So we can use different folk tales. We can search it on Google or YouTube. Different types of folk tales are available there. Folk tales means stories which are told by people. So you will search it, stories on Google or YouTube of Odisha state, particularly Odisha state, and you will read the stories carefully and with modulation of voice. What is mean by modulation of voice? Means you will change your voice different with little bit, and with help of that voice you will act on a story. You will express the story without modulation of voice, with different characters, with dialogues. And this is solo act, means you alone have to perform. So you will record or shoot a video of 3 to 5 minutes or shorter than that, and in that you will tell folk tales. You will show different characters with costume if you have, or you can express it with expressions and dialogues. So these are some examples of stories I have shown here. So you have to prepare a story, and students, this activity you have to do it compulsory, means 5 to 6 activities I have explained. In that you will do one thing, you will do these 2 activities for lessons, means making puppets for lessons, folk tale for again it's for lesson also, means you will use different characters from Odisha state folk tales to show a solo act, and you will do remaining 3 activities on poem. So you have choice to choose remaining 3 activities from poem related activities, which is described by me earlier. So along with that 3 poetic activity, I want these 2 activities included, means you will do 5 activities. You will submit one by one. You don't have to hurry to submit all 5 together, but at least one day you can send one activity. So this way we will work on it. So this week you will send activities uh, with given description, means as per the description of this video, you will complete that activities. And how to send that activities? So I told you already that you can send this activity on given school mail ID. This is our school mail ID, sarhadcbse@gmail.com. So you can send pictures or you can record video while doing this activity. So all the best students, and do your activity. Use your own creativity. Use your talent to show and to complete this activity. Thank you, students.